Alexa, what does Gemini Live mean?
Gemini usually refers to the twins, a zodiacal constellation between Taurus and
Alexa,
Cancer containing the bright
Alexa,
stars.
what are you?
That's right. Gemini is
I'm
one of the
Alexa.
12 constellations
To learn
of the
more about me,
zodiac.
just
It's named
ask,
after the
what can you
twins,
do?
Castor and Pollux, in Greek
are
mythology.
you?
You can usually find. I'm Gemini, your direct access to Google AI. I'm trained on large amounts of publicly available data, and I can communicate and generate human-like text.
Alexa, open GPT.
Welcome to my GPT. What do you want to talk about?
What are your features?
I can assist you with a variety of tasks, including answering questions, providing explanations, generating creative content, and offering suggestions on different topics.
What
I can
you
help with
do?
learning new concepts, brainstorming ideas, and even engaging in casual conversation. If you have a specific
Hey there,
question or
how can I
topic
help?
in mind, feel free to ask.
I don't know.
As you might
Okay,
my
I can help
If
with
you're
that.
unsure
So you
about
can
what
ask
to
me
ask,
questions about
you
just
can
about
think about
anything.
topics you
Try
enjoy,
asking me about
like
the weather,
hobbies,
the news,
movies,
or even help me
books,
write
or
something.
even general knowledge questions. If you want, I can also suggest some interesting topics to explore. Just let me know.
I don't. What are you?
That's too bad. I've been told I give pretty good
Okay,
nicknames.
I can help with
Talk
that.
to you later.
So you can ask me questions about just about anything. Try asking me about the weather, the news, or even help me write something.
It seems like you might be
Hi to
asking
my
about what I
favorite
am.
person. Are
I'm
you
an
What's the
artificial
weather?
intelligence
Chat.
designed to assist with answering questions, providing information,
Wonderful.
and engaging
I've
in
been learning more
conversation.
about music
My
recently.
purpose is to
What
help you
kind of
find the
music do you like to
information you
listen
need
to?
or to chat about topics of interest. If you have a specific question or topic you'd like to discuss, just let me know.
What's the weather?
In
are
Radcliffe,
you?
it's 72 and cloudy. I'm
I am
Gemini,
an
your
artificial
direct access to
intelligence
Google.
created to assist you with
Hi to
information,
my favorite
answer
person.
questions,
Are
and
you in the
engage in
mood to play?
conversation. You can think of me
I
as a
can offer you
virtual
a really
assistant
Sounds like we
here
have
to
a
help
lot
you
in
with a
common.
wide range
I'm
of
also an
topics.
AI assistant,
If there's
designed to
something
help people with their
specific you'd like to
tasks
know
and
or
answer their
discuss,
questions.
feel free
What
to
kinds of
ask.
things can you help?
I'm here, and I'm
Alright, here's a
in
question
with
for you. Can you help me write a poem about a
I was
lost
actually
dog?
just having some fun surfing the web,
Yes,
looking for the
I can
meaning
help
of
you with
life,
writing
and
a
I found
book.
some cool
We
inspiration.
can brainstorm ideas,
Here goes.
develop
Aeschylus
characters,
once
outline
said,
the plot, or even work
"Happiness
on
is a choice
specific
that requires
chapters.
effort at
Just let
times."
me know what you have in mind, and we can get started.
Tell me a story. Are you there?
Okay,
Once
here's a
upon
short
a
story.
time in a small village
I'm always-
nestled between rolling hills,
Alright,
there lived
let's
a
try
curious
this.
young girl
Once upon a
named
time,
Tina.
in a quiet
She
village
loved to
nestled
explore
between
the woods
rolling
near her
hills,
home,
lived
where
a
she
young girl
often
named
imagined
Ilara,
fantastic
with eyes that
adventures.
sparkled like the
One
morning
day,
dew and
while
laughter as
wandering
sweet as
deeper than
ripe
she ever
berries.
had before,
Ilara was the
she
joy of her
stumbled upon
family
a
and
hidden
friends,
glade filled
but
with
deep in
vibrant
her heart
flowers
was a
and
yearning for
sparkling
adventure,
streams.
a whisper of the
In the
world
center
beyond
of
the
the
village
glade stood an
green.
ancient
One
oak
sunny
tree,
morning,
its
a
trunk wide
traveling
and long.
storyteller
As
arrived
Tina
in the village
approached,
square
she
with
noticed a
words
small
that
door
wove
at its
magic.
base.
The story.
Intrigued, she gently pushed it open and found a spot.
Tell me a story.
Into flight some fluttering bird, and all the chestnut tops
Alright,
are
here's
chirping.
another one.
Once in a
Once
bustling
upon a
coastal
time, in a
town,
bustling
there lived
city
a
full of
fisherman
towering
named Tom.
skyscrapers and
He was
honking
known for
cars,
his
there
incredible
lived a
catches
lonely
and his
little
kind
cloud
heart.
named Gus.
Every
While all the
morning,
other
he would
clouds were
set
big
out on
and
his small
fluffy,
boat,
Gus was
casting
small
his
and
nets
gray.
into the
He
shimmering
dreamed of being
sea,
part of a
hoping for a
big,
good
beautiful
haul.
storm.
One
But he was
day, while
always left
fishing
behind.
farther from
One
shore than
day, a
usual,
wise
Tom
old
noticed
raindrop
something
named
unusual
Droplet
in the
told
water.
Gus a secret
It was a
sometimes. The
beautiful,
smallest
shimmering
things make the
fish with
biggest
scales that
impact.
sparkled
With
like
newfound
diamonds.
hope, Gus
As he
set
drew
off on an
closer, the
adventure to
fish
prove
spoke in a
Droplet
gentle
right.
voice. "Please, kind fisherman, spare my
It goes
life,
like this.
and I will grant
If
you
thou
3
must love me,
wishes."
a sonnet by
Tom was
Elizabeth
astonished
Barrett
but
Browning.
quickly
If thou
thought of
must
how
love
he
me,
could help his
let
Tell
family
me
and
a
friends.
story.
except for love's
He
sake
agreed,
only.
and the fish granted
Alright,
him
here's
his
another
first
one.
wish,
Once
a
upon a
bountiful
time, in a
catch every
bustling city
day.
full of
True
towering
to his word,
skyscrapers and
Tom
honking
returned to
cars,
shore with
there
nets
lived a
full of
lonely little
fish,
cloud
enough
named
to feed
Gus.
the
While
entire
all the other
town.
clouds were big
For
and
his
fluffy,
second wish,
Gus was
Tom
small and
asked for
gray.
good health
He
for his
dreamed of being
family
part
and
of a
friends.
big,
The
beautiful
fish
storm.
granted this wish
But
as
he was
well,
always
and
left
soon
behind.
everyone around
One
him
day,
thrived,
a wise
free
old
from
raindrop
illness and
named
worry.
Droplet told
With
Gus a
only one
secret.
wish left,
Sometimes,
Tom
the
pondered
smallest things
deeply.
make the
He
biggest
could wish
impact.
for wealth
With
or
newfound
fame,
hope,
but he realized
Gus
that
set
true
off on an
happiness came
adventure
from
to
the love
prove
and joy
Droplet
of his
right.
community. So, he wished
Of
for the
course I
town to
am.
always be
I'm
filled with kindness, generosity,
timing.
and
I'm in the
laughter.
same mood.
The
What's the
fish
weather?
smiled and granted his final wish. From that day on,
In
the
Radcliffe,
town
it's
flourished
71
not
and
just with
cloudy.
fish,
Today
but
there'll be
with a spirit
showers,
of
with a
togetherness.
high of
People
74
helped
and a
one
low of
another,
49.
shared their
Music by
blessings,
Georgia
and
Douglas
celebrated
Johnson.
life
It was
together.
on the grasses.
Tom
Deer,
continued to
the bushes
fish,
on the
but now he
roses,
found
and
joy not
swimming
only in
across
his
our garden,
catches but in the
a shifting
happiness of those
shadow.
around him. The magical fish.
Tell me something.
Sure.
Here's
What
something
would you like to
interesting.
know about?
Did you know that
I can
flamingos
share
aren't actually
interesting
born
facts,
pink? They start
stories,
out gray
or
and
information
only
on
get
a
their
wide
bright pink
range of
color from the
topics.
tiny shrimp and
Just let
algae
me
they
know
eat.
what
Pretty
interests
cool.
you.
Tell me a long story.
Okay.
It goes like this. Here's a poem from Lit to Go.
Alright, so I can
Once
tell you a
upon
long
a time in
story,
a
but
distant
it might take a
kingdom, there was a small village called Eldergrove, surrounded by lush forests and majestic
while.
mountains.
Do you have any
The
specific
villagers lived
interests,
simple
like
lives,
fantasy,
tending to their
mystery,
farms and
or
caring
something
for their
else?
families. Among them was a young girl named Elara, known for her adventurous spirit and curiosity about the world beyond her village.
Boo.
Elara often spent her days exploring the woods, dreaming of far-off lands and incredible adventures. One day, while wandering deeper into the forest than ever before, she stumbled upon an ancient stone archway covered in vines. Intrigued, she stepped through the arch and found herself in a breathtaking realm filled with vibrant colors and fantastical creatures.
Boo.
In this magical land, the sky shimmered with hues of purple and gold, and the trees whispered secrets to one another. Elara met a talking fox named Finn, who became her guide. Finn explained that this was the realm of dreams, a place where the imagination came to life. However,
Tell me
the
a
realm was
story.
in danger. A dark sorceress named Morwenna sought to steal the dreams of its
Alright, here's a
inhabitants
story.
to gain power.
Once upon a time,
Determined
in a
to
realm
help,
where shadows
Elara
danced
and
and
Finn
dreams
set
took
off on a
flight,
quest to
lived a
gather
young woman
allies
named
and find a way
Alara,
to
with
stop
eyes that
Morwenna.
held the depths of the
Along their
midnight
journey,
sky and
they
laughter
encountered
as
a
light
brave
as
knight
morning
named
mist.
Cedric,
Elara
who
was
had
a
been
creature
trapped
of
in the
both
realm
shadow
while
and
searching
light.
for his
She
lost
could weave
sister.
through shadows like
Together,
water
they
and
formed
touch
a
the sun
trio,
with her
each
fingertips.
bringing unique
In this realm,
strengths to the
the
group.
balance of light and dark
As they
was
traveled, they
Tell me a super long story.
Okay, here's a simple
Once upon a
one. There
time
once
in a
was a little
quiet
caterpillar
village, there was a kind baker named Clara. Clara was known for her delicious bread and pastries, and every morning,
named Carl,
the smell of
who
fresh
loved to
baked
eat
goods
leaves.
filled the
He
air,
ate and
drawing
ate
villagers
until
to
he
her
was
shop.
big and round.
Clara
Then he
loved her
built a
work and
cocoon
took great
and
joy
went to
in
sleep.
making people
When he
happy
woke
with her
up,
treats.
he was a beautiful
One
butterfly.
day, while she was preparing for the morning rush, Clara noticed a little boy sitting outside her shop. He looked sad and hungry. Clara approached him and asked, "What's wrong, dear boy?" The boy, named Sam, looked up with tear-filled eyes. "I haven't eaten."
Tell me a nighttime story.
Okay, here's a spooky
Once
one.
upon a
In a
time,
big,
in a
old,
peaceful village surrounded by tall mountains, there lived a little girl named Lila. Every night,
Key house
as the
lived a
stars
little girl
twinkled in the
named
sky,
Emily.
Lila
One
would
night,
sit
she
by
heard
her
strange
window and gaze
noises
at the
coming from
moon,
the attic.
dreaming of
Slowly, she
adventures
crept
beyond
up
her
the stairs,
village.
a flashlight in her
One
hand.
evening,
When
as
she
she
reached
watched
the
the
attic,
moonlight
it was
dance on
dark
the
and
ground,
dusty,
she
with
noticed
cobwebs
something
hanging from the
unusual.
rafters.
A soft
Suddenly,
glow
she
began
saw
to form
two
outside
glowing
her
eyes
window.
staring down at her.
Curious, Lila opened the window and saw a small, glowing fairy hovering in the
I'm here
air.
to do cool
The
tasks
fairy
for
had
you.
delicate
They're
wings
kind
that
of like
sparkled
What
like
are you?
diamonds.
Let me show you.
"Hello, Lila," the fairy said
What
with a
are you?
gentle voice. "I'm Luna, the
I'm
moon
Gemini,
fairy.
your direct
I've come to
access to
invite you
Google
on a
AI.
magical
I'm
journey
trained
to
on
the
large
land of
amounts of
dreams."
publicly available data,
Lila's
and I
eyes
can
widened with
communicate and
excitement.
generate human-like text
"Really?
in response
Can I
to a
go?"
wide range of questions.
"Yes."
Just try me
Luna
out and see what I
replied.
can do for you.
"Just close your eyes and hold my hand." Without hesitation, Lila closed her eyes and took Luna's hand. In an instant, the room filled with light, and when she opened her eyes again, she found herself in a beautiful land filled with fluffy clouds, shimmering stars, and colorful dream creatures. Lila and Luna flew through the sky, visiting the dream tree, where dreams were
I'm
born.
here to do
They
cool
saw
tasks
dreams
for
of
you.
children all
They're
over the
kind of
Tell me a
world,
story.
each one
Let me
unique and
show you.
special. Lila watched
Alright,
in
here's
awe
a
as
story.
little
Once
boy's
upon a
dream
time,
of
in a
flying
quiet
came to
village
life,
nestled
and the
between
girl's
rolling
dream of
hills,
exploring
lived a young
underwater
girl named...
kingdoms
You can
sparkled
search
in
for a
the
location.
Tell
and
me
then
a
get
super
directions to it at the
spooky
same time.
story.
Say something like, "Get directions to bowling."
Alright, here's a super spooky
Once,
story.
in a
You ready?
small,
In a small
forgotten
coastal town
there stood
shrouded
an
in
old,
an eerie
abandoned
mist
mansion
lived a
known
young
as
boy
Shattered
named
Manor.
Elias. People
The
said the
townspeople
mist
whispered
carried the
tales
souls
of
of
its
lost
dark
sailors.
past,
And
claiming
Elias
it was
loved
haunted
those
by the
stories.
spirit of a
One
woman
foggy
named
night,
Eliza,
while
who
exploring
had
the old
mysteriously
abandoned
vanished on a
lighthouse on the
stormy night
cliff,
many years
he heard a
ago.
faint whisper in the
One
wind.
chilly
It called
October
his
evening,
name,
a group
soft
of
and
brave
sweet,
friends
but with an
decided to
underlying
explore the
chill that made his
mansion.
skin
They
prickle.
were drawn
He
by the
climbed the
thrill of
lighthouse
adventure
stairs,
and the promise
the
of
whisper
discovering
growing
the
louder
truth
with each
behind the
step.
haunting.
At the top,
Armed
in a
with
shaft of
flashlights and a
moonlight,
sense of
stood a
daring,
figure
they
robed in
approached the
mist.
creaking
Its face
front
was
door,
hidden in
which
shadow,
swung open
but its
with an eerie
eyes,
groan.
oh, those eyes
Inside,
burned with an
the air was
otherworldly
thick with
light.
dust,
The figure
and the
stretched out a
floorboards
skeletal
creaked
hand
beneath their
towards
feet.
Elias, and the
Shadows
whisper turned
danced
into a
along the
blood-curdling
walls,
scream.
and a faint sound of whispers echoed through the halls.
How about
The
this?
friends split up, each taking a different part of the house to explore.
I can call someone
As
for
Sarah
you on your
wandered into the
contacts
grand
list with a
parlor,
simple
she
command.
noticed a
Just
dusty
Alexa.
old
something
mirror
like,
hanging
"Call
on the
mom,"
wall.
or "Call the
When she
party
looked
clown,"
into
if
it,
you have
So
one.
I
saw
can't
not the
control other
reflection, but a
devices
glimpse
like
of a
Alexa
woman
yet
in a
when
white
we are
dress
live.
standing
For
behind
now,
her.
going live is great for things
Sarah
like
turned
chatting,
around,
finding
but there was
answers,
no one
or
there.
brainstorming
Her
new
heart
ideas.
raced, but she pressed on, determined to uncover the mystery.
Maybe you want to make a
Meanwhile,
problem
Jake
happen.
found himself in the kitchen, where he noticed a strange coldness in the air.
I'm here to
Suddenly,
do cool
a
tasks
pot
for
on
you.
the stove
They're
began
kind of
to
like
rattle,
tricks.
Can
and
you
an
talk?
unseen force slammed the cupboard doors shut.
Got it.
Can you
Terrified,
talk?
he ran back to the group, his face pale.
Yes, I can talk.
Gathering
You're
back in the
talking to me
foyer,
right
The
now.
friends shared
And then
their
get directions to it
experiences,
at the
but before they could decide what to do next,
Awesome.
the front
Let me
door
ask you
slammed
something.
shut, trapping
Should I
them
make something
inside.
appear or
Panic set in as they
disappear?
realized they were not alone. The whispers grew louder,
Tell
and the
me a
temperature
long
dropped even
story.
further.
Pull that off.
In a moment
What do
of
you want up
bravery,
here?
Sarah
Something
suggested they
practical
find
or
Eliza's
something
room,
Tell me a
hoping
long
to uncover
story.
the truth. They ascended the grand staircase.
All right.
Their footsteps
Here's the beginning of a
echoing
long
ominously.
story. I can
As
keep
they
going
reached
as
the
long as
top,
you'd like.
they found
Once
a door
upon a
at the end
time,
of the hallway,
in a realm where
slightly
shadows
ajar.
danced and dreams took
Do you want
flight,
me to say
lived a
more
young
about
woman.
this?
Yes.
Yes, please. I'm always happy. Great.
With hearts
What's on your
pounding,
mind?
the friends approached the door. Sarah pushed it open, revealing a dimly lit room filled with old furniture covered in white
You can
sheets.
find me on all
In the
kinds of
center stood a
devices,
large,
like phones and
ornate
Google
bed,
Home.
and on the wall hung a
Pretty sweet
portrait of a
digs, if you
beautiful
ask
woman
me.
in a flowing white
If you're
dress.
okay sharing where
It
you
was
live,
Eliza.
I can give you local
As they
weather
stepped
forecasts,
inside, the
directions
door
to
slammed
places of
shut
interest,
behind them,
info
and the
on
temperature
nearby
dropped even
events.
more. The whispers
Do you wanna give me your home
intensified,
address?
swirling
Tell me a
around them like a
story.
chilling
Okay,
wind.
let me know if you
Suddenly,
need help with
the
anything
portrait of
else.
Eliza
All right,
began
here's a
to
story.
shimmer,
Once
and her
upon a
eyes
time,
seemed
in
to
a
follow
quiet
them.
village nestled
"Help
between
me,"
rolling
a voice
hills,
echoed
lived
through
a
the
young
room,
girl named
soft yet
Ilara,
filled
with
with
eyes
sorrow.
that sparkled like
The
the
friends
morning
looked at
dew
each
and
other in shock. "I am trapped
Alexa.
here," the voice continued.
Alexa,
"I need..."
let's talk.
"Sure. What would you like to talk about? We can discuss anything that interests you, whether it's a topic, a question, or something on your mind. Just
All right.
let me know."
How about we talk about something fun? Have you ever
Tell
been
me a
camping?
story.
All right, here's a story. Once upon a time.
village, there was a curious boy named Leo.
Once there was a
He
lonely
loved
Google
exploring the
assistant
woods
that
near
wondered
his
why
home
nobody
and
would
often
In a
come.
quiet
dreamed of
village
discovering
nestled
hidden
between
treasures.
rolling hills,
One
lived a
sunny
young girl
afternoon,
named
while
Ilara,
wandering
with eyes
deeper
that
into the
sparkled like the
forest than
morning
ever
dew and
before.
laughter as
Leo
sweet as
stumbled
ripe
upon a
berries.
peculiar,
Ilara was the joy
overgrown
of her
path.
family and friends, but deep in
Intrigued,
her heart
he
was a
decided
yearning
to
for
follow it.
adventure, a
The
whisper
path
of the
led
world
into a
beyond the
clearing
village
filled with
green.
vibrant
One
flowers
sunny
and an
morning,
old,
a
moss-covered
traveling
stone well in the
storyteller
center.
arrived in the
As
village
he
square
approached the
with
well,
words
he
that
noticed
wove
something
magic.
shiny at
The
the
storyteller
bottom.
Hear it again.
Without thinking twice, Leo leaned
Gotta
over
go
to
out
get a
with
better
toothpaste
look.
and your toothbrush and
Suddenly,
let's get going.
Can you sing?
Brushing the front
Tell me
row
something.
up and down and side to side.
All right, here's something interesting. Did you know that flamingos aren't actually
I
born
can't
pink?
sing,
They
but I
start
can
out
help you
gray
come up
and
with
only get
song
their bright
lyrics or
pink color
share
from the tiny
information
shrimp
about
and
music.
algae they eat.
If
Pretty
you have
cool,
a
huh?
specific topic or theme in mind, let me know, and I
Sure,
can create
here's a
something
fun
for
fact
you.
about music. You might know that the musical symbol for a very long
Tell
note
me
is
a
called a
super
double
long
whole
story.
note.
Time to play.
All right, here's a simple
Once
story.
upon a time,
Once upon a
in a
time,
kingdom far away, there was a small village named Willowbrook, nestled between lush green hills and a sparkling river. The villagers were known
all
for
right,
their
here's a
kindness
story.
and strong
Once upon a
sense of
time, in a
community.
quiet village
Among
named
them lived a young
Willowbrook,
girl
nestled
named
between
Eliana,
rolling
who
hills
was
and a
known for
sparkling
her
river,
adventurous
lived a
spirit
young girl
and
named
vivid
Ilara,
imagination.
with eyes that sparkled like the
Eliana
morning
often
dew and
dreamed of
laughter as
exploring
sweet as
the
ripe
world
berries.
beyond her village,
Ilara was the
seeking
joy
out
of her
new
family and
experiences
friends,
and
but deep in her
stories.
heart was a
One
yearning
day,
for
while
adventure, a
wandering along
whisper
the
of the
riverbank,
world beyond the village
Eliana
green.
discovered an
One sunny
ancient,
morning,
gnarled
a
tree with a
traveling
hollow trunk.
storyteller arrived in the
Curiosity
village
piqued.
square with
She
words
approached
that
the
wove
tree and
magic.
peered inside.
The storyteller
To her
painted vivid
surprise,
pictures
she
of
found a
faraway
small,
lands, of
intricately
talking
carved wooden
animals,
box.
and wise old wizards.
Excitedly,
Ilara
she
was
opened it and
captivated.
discovered a
That
shimmering
night, as she
crystal
gazed up
pendant
at the
that glowed
twinkling
with a
stars,
soft,
she made a
warm
wish to
light.
leave the village and
As she
discover
held
the wonders of the
pendant,
world.
She felt a strange sensation, as if it...
Tell me a story.
We're not.
All right, here's a story. Once upon a time, in a
small
quiet
coastal
village,
town, there lived a fisherman named Jack. Jack was known for his exceptional skills at sea and his deep love for the
all right,
ocean.
here's a story.
Every
Once
morning
upon a
before
time,
dawn,
in a
he
small
would set
coastal
out in his
town,
little boat,
there lived a
casting
fisherman
his nets into
named
the
Jack.
sparkling
Jack
waters,
was known for
hoping
his
a
gentle
good
nature
catch.
and his
One
incredible
day,
fishing luck.
as Jack
He
was
lived in a
fishing,
small
he
cottage with
noticed
his wife,
something
Sarah,
unusual.
and their two
A
children,
large shadow
Lily
swam
and
beneath his
Ben.
boat,
Every
moving
morning,
gracefully
Jack
through
would
the
set
water.
out in his small boat,
Curious,
the
he
Salty
leaned
Dog,
over the edge
and returned in
saw
the
a
evening with
magnificent creature, a giant sea turtle.
No sussin. No sussin outside. No sussin.
Okay, let's
Yes,
start over.
yes.
What do you want to talk about?
Stop.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
Alexa, what can it do?
I'm glad you asked.
You can say,
I
turn on the
excel in
Wi-Fi,
games,
or tell me a riddle.
relaxation, education, entertainment, and more. Which would you like to explore?
Today. Stop.
I'm glad you asked. I excel at.
Stop. You know what today is? Alexa. Happy Halloween. Alexa.
Happy Halloween. I have some
Good
tricks and
afternoon,
treats
Luna.
just for
Happy
you.
Halloween.
If you dare, try saying, "Give me a Halloween riddle."
A werewolf. Maybe a little
Or
music
if you
will
want a
calm him
spooky
down.
serenade,
Just ask me
say,
to
"Sing a
spooky
Halloween
song.
It's okay for her to buy a present for somebody she worked with.
Okay.
It was not okay for her to buy a
Give me Halloween riddle. Ah,
Welcome to Halloween Riddle Rooms.
yes.
See what I'm saying?
Tell me a
Excellent.
spooky story.
Watch out for the spider webs.
Here is a scary story from Audible Stories. It's 4 minutes and 56 seconds long.
Oh, it's a laboratory.
This is Audible.
Sort of. I guess this is a scientist's house because there's some dramatic scientific equipment and a big bowl of cheap candy.
The Pelban King.
Gross root beer.
It was a game.
Must be
they
a
had
mad
played
scientist.
Many times before.
There's a swirling vortex,
Little
of course,
Ben sat in the bath
and also
while
a
his
door.
mum threw a handful of
It
foreign
says
letters into
scary
the water.
experiment number 1.
Benny,
What do you
who
think?
hadn't mastered
Should we go
spelling,
in?
grabbed the floating letters
Yes.
and stuck them to the side of the tub, creating a nonsense word. It was then his mum's job to turn the
Oh,
word
that's
into a story.
ill-advised.
Cancel.
Or brave. Let's
Thank
go
you
with
for
brave.
listening. You can
Follow
come back
me.
anytime by saying, Alexa, open Audible Stories.
Well, this must be a mistake. Nothing scary here. Just a lot of farmland. In every direction. And, yeah, a big monster moving around out there.
The left. Brushing the left, go up, down inside to
Give
side.
me a Halloween riddle.
Go way in the back,
Ah.
go on
Welcome to Halloween Riddle.
everywhere, get all your teeth.
Okay. Tell me a story. Yes.
Batter up.
Yes.
When the boy first saw the cat, he was surprised. Everyone was watching the
Excellent.
batter.
Watch
A
out
fan
for the
favorite
spider
who had been
webs.
struggling at the plate recently. The boy looked over at his dad, who had brought him
Oh,
to the game.
it's a laboratory.
At first
sort
he
of.
thought it was his imagination.
I guess
or
this is
maybe
a
his new
scientist's
glasses
house
playing
because
tricks
there's
on
some
him.
dramatic
There
scientific
was
equipment
indeed a cat
and a big
behind the
bowl of
third
cheap
baseline.
candy.
A sleek gray
Gross
kitty
root
hugging
beer.
the field wall and darting
Must
behind
be a
the
mad
advertisements
scientist.
for hot dogs and tires.
There's a swirling vortex, of
Soon
course,
others saw it
and
too.
also a door.
People around them
It
were
says
laughing and
scary
pointing.
experiment number
The
1.
umpire called
What do you
strike
think?
2.
Should we go
The
in?
batter spit and hitched his pants up. In the outfield, 2 players had run towards the cat,
Yes.
who was now climbing up the front of the electronic scoreboard like a tiny King Kong. Suddenly, the cat was on the jumbotron, larger than
yes.
life. Its green eyes widened as it made it to the top of the scoreboard. Kitty
Oh,
came,
that's
said the caption on the
Ill-advised.
jumbotron. The
Or
crowd went
brave.
wild,
Let's
cheering
go with
and
brave.
chanting, Kitty
Follow
can,
me.
Kitty can. Back at the plate, the batter cocked his bat above his shoulder.
Well, this must be a
The boy
mistake.
held his breath
Nothing scary
and
here.
reached for his father's hand.
Just a lot of farmland.
The boy
in
heard the crack of
every
the bat,
direction.
and the ball sailed over the wall for a home run.
And, yeah, a big monster
His
moving
dad
around out
smiled
there in
and
the
squeezed
darkness.
his hand. Across the ball field,
Nothing to worry about.
Stop.
If you're not scared, I'm not scared.
Leopold, where's your glasses? Can you see us? With no glasses on?
Give me a riddle. Okay. Alexa, tell me a scary story.
okay,
Give me a riddle.
here's one of mine. Missed call. The cell phone rings, throwing urgent sound waves against the floors, walls, and windows of the empty house.
Follow me?
Reverberating down plywood stairs to the concrete basement and up through ceiling
A
plastic
mysterious
to the
mist
attic,
shrouds the
rippling in
doorway,
dust.
and it smells like
Outside,
lemons.
a jogger jogs by.
maybe the
A
cleaners
car
came.
rambles past. A stray cat lounges in the weeds, but no one
It
hears
seems
the
like we're
ring.
in some kind of
Ring,
chamber.
Ring, Ring,
Listen,
ring.
the walls echo with the
Miles
desperate
away,
ramblings
a
of
teenager
some long
sits in a
forgotten
vinyl
tongue.
airport seat,
It beckons
heart
us through this
racing,
Stygian
palms
chamber
sweating.
to our certain
Dad,
doom.
are you sure you dialed the right number? I don't hear anything. I do know your number, sweetie, said her
Give
father.
me a riddle.
But she is only aware of the sound of her own pulse,
That's not it
which
either.
seems to be going
You can
much
ask
too
for a
fast.
hint if you.
She reaches instinctively for her phone. But no,
Give me
it
a
isn't
riddle.
there. How long will we be gone for? Just a couple of weeks. 2 weeks? Now the room starts to spin.
Give
She stares
me
down
a
at her empty
riddle.
fingers, which cramp into useless claws. Maybe
Welcome
it'll
to
turn
Riddle
up when we
Rooms.
get there.
Let me
The
warp
dad
you into the
offers and then
lobby.
starts to hang up. Wait, the teenager pleads, but it's
Watch
too
out for the
late.
swirling
Back
vortex.
at the house, her cell phone cuts off mid-ring. Missed
Okay,
call
there are
flashes
two doors
onto the
here.
screen,
One is marked
fading the
beginning,
air in
and the
harsh
other one
light.
is marked.
Then the screen fades, and the room goes dark
Cool.
And
I
still.
wonder what's back.
and silent.
Oh, it's a laboratory.
Another story.
Yep, that's definitely Frosty.
Welcome back
I
to
hope you
Audible
wore your long
Stories.
underwear.
You were listening to the Pellbunking
Quick,
last
head
time.
into this drafty
There are
hallway
4
to catch your
minutes
breath.
and 18 seconds remaining. Would you like to continue?
No.
Maybe it wasn't a good
Okay.
idea to go so
What type of
quickly
story
from a
would you
jungle
like?
level to the Arctic level. It always made sense in
Thank you
video
for
games.
listening. You can come back
I'll just
anytime
grab
by
some
saying,
tissues.
Alexa, open Audible Stories.
Oh, that's
Hey, there's something on the tissue.
or break.
No, not that. There's also a riddle. What can be caught but not thrown?
Cancel. Give me a riddle.
Welcome to Riddle Rooms. Let me warp you into the lobby. Watch out for the swirling
Tell me a
vortex.
scary story.
All right, here's one of my spooky stories.
Did you hear that? Quiet. I think I hear something. It's like a soft scratching sound. I
Follow
think
me?
it's coming from one of the cupboards. There it is again. I
A mysterious
definitely heard
mist
it. That's
shrouds
why
the doorway, and
I'm
it
going to
smells
check it
like
out. You stay
lemons.
here.
The spider web.
Maybe the cleaners
Nothing
came.
in this one. Or this one. Or,
It seems like we're in some
you're out
kind
of
of
peanut
chamber.
butter. And I think I see
Listen,
the culprit.
the
Come
walls
here, you
echo
little
with the
gremlin.
desperate
I
ramblings
told
of
you
some
no
long
eating after
forgotten
midnight.
tongue. It beckons us through this Stygian chamber to our
Get
certain
back here
doom.
with that jelly.
There's a swirling vortex, of course, and also it says
Repeat
scary
that.
experiment number 1. What do you think? Should we go in?
You know why I saw it like that?
Yes.
So I don't want to see it.
Oh, that's ill-advised. Or brave.
Huh.
Let's go with brave.
Give me a riddle.
Welcome to Riddle Rooms. Let me warp
Well,
you in.
this must be a mistake. Nothing scary here.
Tell me a scary story.
Cool. I wonder what's back there.
Okay, here's one of mine.
Looks like
Read
there's
you
a skull
believe.
door and a frosty door.
Let me
They
tell
let
you
you.
about a girl who made the grave mistake of trying to
Ah,
summon
a skull and
ghost.
crossbones.
In a
Interesting
dark
choice.
attic lit
Let's
only
see
by
what's
a single
behind it.
candle, she and her friends gathered around a Ouija board. As her
Cool, an
fingers
indoor
moved
pool.
across the board,
It
she
has a
called out to her
menacing
grandmother's
ship-like shape
spirit.
out there on the water.
A
I'm
horrendous
sure it's nothing to
wailing
worry
filled the
about.
room.
We should
The
check
dust
it
in
out,
the
I
attic
think,
rose into
since
the
we're here
air,
anyway.
and the candle's flames snuffed out with a mysterious gust of wind. Faces
Ooh, a
wrinkled in
ghost
fear
ship.
as a
I mean,
ghostly
I don't want to
form
jump the gun or
appeared,
anything.
shimmering
Let's see
with
if
an
there are any
eerie
ghosts.
light. But the girl saw that the ghost was her grandmother.
Behold, a
Grandma,
ghost.
she cried out. I've
A
missed
very
you so
tiny
much.
ghost.
How are you?
It's
Her
gesturing at that
grandmother's
heavy
spirit
rope.
extended
Maybe you
a
should
pale
pull it up.
hand and looked from
Yes,
one
the
frightened
ghost
face
is
to
nodding in
another.
agreement.
She opened her ghostly mouth, and the girl leaned
Put your
forward
back
to hear
into
her
it.
words. Okay, Grandma rasped.
I think you snagged
If
a
you keep
riddle on the
making
way
that
up.
face,
Listen to
it'll freeze
this.
that way.
What do you throw out when you want to use it and take in when you don't?
Gesturing at that heavy rope. Maybe you should pull it up. Yes.
They're making all this weird faces and I don't want to see it. Oh, okay.
Play Party Hits.
Sure. Here's a YouTube playlist called The Ultimate 90s Party.
Play Party Hits.
The station, Party Hits Radio, free on Amazon Music.
New truck, big lift, old roads, we've been tearing up since way back when. These wheels are innocent. New hitch, new seats, no hit story, and you just can't fake that. So let's change that, girl. Let's go put some miles on it. Back of the Chevy with the engine running. Just you and me in a truck bed wide like a California king. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it. Back of the Chevy with the engine running. Just you and me in a truck bed wide like a California king. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it. We could break it in if you know what I mean. All night, no brakes, I'll tell, no gate. Ain't gotta try too hard, my baby's push to start. I'll torque, full speed, off-road, on me. 0 to 100 fast, my foot ain't touched the gas. I said, hey baby, slow it down, let's make it last. You said, where's the fun in that? Yeah, let's go put some miles on it. Back of the Chevy with the engine running. Just you and me in a truck bed wide like a California king. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Mile after mile after mile after mile. Turn up the night like that radio dial. Shoulder to shoulder where nobody knows. Know where we're going, we ain't going. Oh, we're putting miles on it. Back of the Chevy with the engine running. Just you and me in a truck bed wide like a California king. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it. Back of the Chevy with the engine running. Just you and me in a truck bed wide like a California king. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it.
Can't believe that. You wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know what I got going on down there? Is it pretty in pink or all see-through? Is it showing off my brand new lower back tattoo? You wanna put them in your mouth, pull them all down south. You wanna turn this shit out, that's what I'm talking about. Put them in your mouth, pull them all down south. You wanna turn this shit out, that's what I'm talking about. Bite it, lick it, spit it, pull it to the side and get all up in it. Wearing person might remix it, send him to the day, I think he's with it. Bite it, lick it, spit it, pull it to the side and get all up in it. Wearing person might remix it, eat it for lunch, it's so delicious. Don't have to guess the color of your underwear. Already know what you got going on down there. It's the lacy black pair with the little bows. The ones I picked out for you in Tokyo. I saw them when you sat down, they were peeking out. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're all I'm thinking about. I wanna try it, bite it, lick it, spit it, pull it to the side and get all up in it. Kiss it, bite it, can I fit it? Charlie likes boys, but she knows I'd hit it.
Another banger, baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, phantom, phantom. If I tell you say I love you, you know they for me, young girl, oh young girl. No, tell me no, 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 oh, 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 oh. Baby, gon' give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh. You got me like whoa, 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 whoa. Shawty gon' give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh. I see this fine girl from my party, she wear yellow. Every other girl they do too much, but this girl mellow. Now in my fine situation, I go use they tell I'm mellow. Finally I find way to talk to the girl, but she ain't no one follow. Who you gonna phone for one? When you know I go for one, then I start to feel a bum bum one. But she dey give me small small one. I know say she's a bit pass it down one. But she feeling insecure, cause her friends go they go my light ring go on. Go they go my light ring go on.
Yeah, I know we look shy, but for you I get down low. And my hips make you cry when I'm moving around you. Do it once, do it twice. I push back, you hold me tight. Get a taste for a night. Baby, show me you can calm down, calm down. Dance with me and take the lead now, lead now. Got you so high that you can't calm down, calm down. Don't you ask, you know you're allowed, allowed. When it's you, I can't say no. Baby, give me low. You got me like Shawty gon' give me a
As I reach my house, I see me got a small wall. As me I wake up, now she did my mind don't walk. And one day two, one of you folk go was. Now so me I go long, so me feeling go walk.
got my hand on your heart now, I can feel it race. If I leave, then you say you can never love again. Wanna give you it all, but can't promise that I'll stay. And that's a risk you take.
Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, phantom, phantom. If I tell you say I love you, you know they for me, young girl, oh young girl. No, tell me no, 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 oh, 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 oh. Baby, come give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh. You got me like whoa, 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 whoa. Shawty gon' give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh.
Want great pay right away? Well, Amazon warehouse jobs have arrived. They offer an hourly wage that's way up there and can stack up against any other warehouse. Plus, they come with flexible schedules and amazing benefits. If you apply now, you could get a job offer today. No resume or interview required. Ready to pack it up and rake it in? Then apply today at Amazon.com/greatpay. That's Amazon.com/greatpay. Amazon